Stock picks for the week. Stock picks for the week. Let's get into my stock picks for the week. The 2K trading community stock picks for the week. All right. We already been talking about natural gas. The 2K trading community, we're still in natural gas and ticker symbol KOLD. That's a double leverage short on natural gas. All right, this has been a tough hold. The 2K trading community, we sold out of Adobe and we sold out of Netflix. The reason why we sold out of those two stocks is to keep extra capital on the side, because this swing trade with natural gas is going to be a prolonged one. So we have to have extra capital because we're in a double leverage ETF. And this is something that we have to be very careful with as far as swing traders is concerned. We're going against direction because currently natural gas is very bullish. With that being said, we're going against the trend currently. But in the same instance, KOLD is at a good price, and KOLD is very volatile. But also, KOLD also has a decaying effect to that stock because of it being double leveraged. And going through sideways movement is bringing down the stock price also. The thing that I wanted my 2K trading community to focus on is a couple of key things. First thing is that we need to pay attention to the February contract. This is the contract that natural gas exploded on upward movement to the $7 range. Currently, that contract is trading at $6.50. The 2K trading community is looking for that contract to go below $4 into the 370s. But we also got to pay attention to the March contract also. The 2K trading community is looking for that contract to go below $3. So we have to be patient. The reason why natural gas has went up so high is because the cold temperatures in the U.S. is causing heat in demand. So this is the reason why the spike occurred, and it's continuing to occur because it's still very cold on the Northeast. But as time goes along and the weather gets better, the demand for heating is going to go down. So which most likely natural gas price should go down also because of inventory levels being up. So we have to be patient. Currently, the 2K trading community, we're in the red. But we got to stay away from being impatient and looking for other opportunities and selling at a loss. The 2K trading community's price currently is at $22.30. So we are comfortable at holding at this price. The price target that potentially could happen, in my perspective, is that coal should be able to get back up to $32 to $35 very easily. But natural gas's price has to go down for it to go up. So right now, we have to just chill out and relax and just be patient and make sure that we don't use too much margin on the trade for right now. The next buy point that I would suggest, and this is not to be construed as financial advice, this is only for entertainment purposes only, is that KOLD could possibly come back down to the low 17s. I would accumulate a couple of more shares into the 2K trader community's brokerage account to keep on holding. And that will bring down our trade price to probably below under $22, which would be perfect. So we're just holding and we're just relaxing. All right. So we went over the reasons why natural gas went up, and we know that natural gas could potentially go down as demand for heat goes down and the weather gets better. So the weather usually gets better around March, April, and May. These 3 months are the months that natural gas demand drops down significantly. So maybe we're going to have to wait until then to make the trade worthwhile for us sitting in the red. Let that be understood. All right. Next topic is this. Get away from the psychological warfare that goes with swing trading. Swing trading is something that's very difficult for the human eyes and the human psychological to go through. Let me explain why. When you're in the red, it takes a psychological effect on you because you keep watching the stock while it's in the red. So we have to try to remove ourselves from that and take a step back and say, I'm not going to look at the account today. I'll just, look elsewhere to see what's going on and check back in. Because as you keep on watching it, that's not going to be good for your mental. Because when you do get into the green, finally, you might be quick to sell. Because you went through all the torment of you watching the stock and your money being in the red. So we have to stay away from that. As swing traders, we have to be patient. Right now, natural gas was very, very overbought. The technicals signaled that. So we have to stick to our discipline. If we're buying the dip and we're going against the trend, which is not always favorable, do your best to trade in the trend. That's the better way to trade. All right? So the 2K trading community buying KOLD right now, the bear ETF on gas, natural gas, is risky. In the same sense, it's risky, but it could have a lot of reward behind it because of the percentages that it went down. The risk to reward ratio. That's something that you need to check out and do some research on. The risk to reward ratio is a little bit more amplified with us shorting natural gas. That's why we're shorting natural gas. All right, so stay away from the psychological effects of watching it in the red. And when the tide turns and we start going into the green, we have to understand how to stay in the trade when the trend becomes favorable to our position. Because now we'll be on the upward trend, and that's when we need to stay locked in. Higher highs, watching higher highs and higher lows, and that's it. So we went over KOLD, we went over natural gas, and the 2K trader community, we're very heavy in KOLD right now in the brokerage account. That's the only position we have, and we also have capital on the side just in case natural gas continues this bull run. All right. So the other stocks of the week that I would like this audience to go research on and check out is still Adobe, Netflix, United Healthcare, and Marvel. I like Marvel. It's MRVL. That's the ticker symbol. And Adobe's ADBE. And Netflix is NFLX. and United Healthcare is UNH. Those are the ticker symbols. I like Marvel, MRVL. It's a company similar to Micron, and you see what Micron is doing, and it's trading at $83. Anything under $80 is a buy for the 2K trading community as far as price is concerned. So those are the stocks for the week. Keep your eyes on those stocks. Keep your eyes on the stock market. And understand that patience is key for you to make money in the market. Go find something else to do. Don't worry about the cold trade. Go read a book. Go do this. Go do that. Just the trade is going to work out eventually, but it's just going to take some time. And that's it. So we went over the stock picks for the week, and we're just there holding. Price target for KOLD is anywhere from $32 to $35, and the 2K trading community is going to scale out of the trade at that time and move on to the next trade. And that's it. So if you like this content, please like and subscribe and share with others. It will be much appreciated by me. Follow me on Instagram. I'm at 2K Trading, 2KTradin on Instagram also. But I definitely need more people to like and subscribe to my YouTube contents. It helps the algorithm and for my video to get out there to others. We're here to make money together as a community. I also do sports betting, and I also drop videos on sports betting also. You could check out my last video on the sports betting, and you can see I had gave out 3 picks, and those 3 picks hit on the nail, on the dot, plus 290 on it, and everything worked out. So the 2K trading community definitely made money on that. So stay tuned to my sports betting videos also. And another thing I wanted to address too, as we bring it to sports betting. When you trade in stocks and you're swing trading, you have to understand that we have technical analysis to help us to determine if we're buying something at a good price. So we have these tools at our disposal to help us with picking certain stocks that we feel that has value that could possibly bring us a return on our investment. And that's the goal of this channel, is to make a return on our investment for our accounts to grow expeditiously and immensely. So the point I'm trying to make here is that once you put your bet in and you pick your stock, you got to stick with the bet until the end of the game. Perfect example. Last night, I placed a bet on Minnesota Wild versus the Washington Capitals, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but it was Minnesota Wild against another team, but I believe it was Washington Capitals. I believe so, but I might be mistaken. But no, actually it was the Chicago Blackhawks. All right. Excuse me for that mistake. Chicago Blackhawks was leading 2 to 3 goals to 0 against Minnesota Wild, but I chose Minnesota Wild. So when I seen that they was losing like that, I got frantic. I was like, you know what? I'm going to lose the ticket and I'm going to lose the parlay. So I decided to cash out my single game ticket on the Minnesota Wild, which I ended up losing money on that ticket. And guess what? Minnesota Wild came back and won in overtime. So this is the same thing as us being in KOLD, KOLD. We're down right now, but we know that we brought right. We brought right because of natural gas becoming way overboard in a short amount of time. So we have to stick with the bet. That's it. Check in with me. Once again, like and subscribe and share with others. 10,000 steps a day, healthy, wealthy. The power of positive manifestation. $300,000 a year brokerage account. $300,000 in my brokerage account. Let's do this. And let's keep it moving in positivity. Peace. Check out my next videos coming up. Stay tuned in.